We are going inside the Royal Palace of Spain.
You think?
Hey, hello, and welcome to our last day in Madrid. It will be a short day. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to see if we can go inside the National Palace of Madrid. Sunday it was not open. Let's see if it's open now. When we arrived at the amazing Great Palace, we saw that it was open, but the waiting line was big. But we wanted to see the palace, so we waited around 30 minutes to get in. You can skip the line if you book tickets in advance on the website, and it costs €12 to enter the Great Palace. The Royal Palace of Madrid is the largest in Western Europe and one of the largest in the world. With over 135,000 square meters and 3,418 rooms, it has witnessed centuries of Spanish history. It is one of the few official seats of head of states that are open to the public. Almost 2 million visitors come every year to discover its rooms, works of art and treasures that are unique in the world. So I'm a little bit of proud now. All these carpets are made in Brussels in the 17th century. So all these these the 17th century in Brussels. A little bit of proud. So we just entered like 10 rooms and we could not take any pictures, but it was amazingly beautiful. The furniture of the 16th and 17th century of Carlos, where they did the audience, where he slept, you name it. I don't know if I can find something online, but I doubt it. So if you want to see that 10 rooms, you will have to come visit it yourself. Sorry. So in the room after us, we could not film it. I filmed the beginning with the piano and the big violet, but there were like 5 violins, Stradivarius. So people that are really familiar with that kind of music instruments, that are really expensive violins and really old ones. The ones that we saw were like 200-300 years old. The nicest thing about this violins, they are still used with special occasion. This is really cool. What kind of room is this? The smoking room. Oh, they did had a smoking room in what time was that? Oh, in the 19th century they already had a smoking room. It's not something from now, it's something from the past. So here in this room, here, I don't know, maybe I can film just passing it. There's a painting of Michelangelo di Caravaggio. So it's from 1607. So this is really cool. Let's see if I can take a glimpse of it on my camera. Did you see it? But the guard was seeing that I was filming, he was waving his hands, so I could not see. He was protecting the painting. This is so strange, but hey, I have to protect everything. So let's see if I place this video. Maybe I will have to cut it out. So the Royal Palace was actually the first building of Madrid. So the palace was built here centuries ago, and the city afterwards were built around. Even if the Arabs came to Madrid, they conquered everything here. You can see it very good in the south of Spain. They saw a castle and they said, oh, interesting, here is already a castle, let's build a city around it. Then the Christians came and they made the castle bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it is now. But on long time, it mainly was built by wood, and there are some really strange fires in the history of this palace. Even one that started in the kitchen with some food that came from Versailles. They haven't solved the mystery yet, but there were some few very strange fires here in the palace, and maybe they will never be solved. This was very beautiful, very beautiful. Too shame, of course, that you could not film in certain rooms, like in the armory room. That was so beautiful with all the horses and, well, not real horses, but the armory of the horses was really nice. I thought I could buy some digital footage in the shop so I could use it, but no. This is the end of our trip in Madrid for my daughter's 16th birthday. How was it?
Good.
Good. Okay, tiring?
Yes.
Yes.
Do your feet hurt?
Do your feet hurt still?
Yes.
We didn't do anything today. So, do we recommend Madrid? Of course. And before we left to Madrid, we were just saying is there anything to see in Madrid? Because if you go to Pisa, you have the Tower of Pisa. If you go to Rome, you have the Colosseum. If you go to Barcelona, you have the Ramblas and all the things from Park Güell. But in Paris, you have the Eiffel Tower, and so on and so on. So we did not have any monument in Madrid that we wanted to see, but let's say that Madrid is really in my top 3 of beautiful cities that I have done already, and I have done a lot of them. Is it worth it? Yes, but for one day it's impossible. We have done now 3 full days and a few hours, and we think we saw the main things. Everywhere in the town, look, everywhere you see people that are dressed in a huge bear or in a gorilla and in everything, so to earn some money. But I felt safe here in Madrid. Sometimes in a big city you have something like, I don't feel safe, watch my wallet, I have to watch my cell phone, I have to watch everything. Here I don't have that feeling. Do you? It was everywhere was like, okay, there's criminality, of course there's criminality, but there's police everywhere, and I have not have any unsafe feeling here in Madrid.